Innovative content. Global audience.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daddy Chris, and I start from wherever I want to start. Today is a great day. Why is it so? Because today is the day. I'm not looking at which way is Nigeria today alone. It's which way for Delta State. I said it's focus on Delta State, Nigeria. That's what I want to do tonight. And if you see on the screen are the 5 main contender. If there's another person, please, I'm not aware. Don't forget I'm away. I'm on exile. So if you're not on this list tonight, don't be offended. I'll be doing this across the 36 states of the country. That means we have no time at all. Because I'm from Delta State, I'm going to spend 2 days on Delta. So today, we're going to be seriously on Delta. Tomorrow, we might look at Lagos State and begin to go around and see what is going to happen with the governorship race. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is SRTV broadcasting all the way from London. As you know, this is what I do. I present it, and you guys decide. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go into the record of all these gentlemen you see right there on the screen. And you guys are going to decide who you want to be your governor. Focus, Delta State. I'm very careful when I talk because I'm from the state. I have authorities telling me not to do certain things. Not authorities that will beat me, but I respect him. And the only person that can tell me what is what is somebody I regard as a leader. He has played a role for me while I was in Aushipoli. He's still a leader to me today. So only Engineer Igomena can tell me don't do certain things and I will stop. Rubuwadu. But tonight it's not about Rubu alone. This is about Delta State. This is about the future of Delta State. And so I want to really look at who will lead us next. Before I go into that, that's what I say. I want to pay tribute to Engineer Igomena first. I don't know. That's what the Spirit of God tells me tonight. I should pay tribute to him. So tribute to you, Chief Engineer Igomena. He was the former Commissioner for Power and Energy in Delta State. All right. Before I go into Delta State proper and talk about this, I don't want to tell you some of the things on the headlines. We know there is a presidential election that is highly contested, not because they just want to contest, because there were too many discrepancies. Actually, INEC failed us. I'm happy that the international community said that they did not meet up to the expectations of Nigerians. That is just their up. They didn't know what really happened. By the time the result or the evidence being revealed to us now is being made known to the international community, which I will be addressing them shortly, they will be amazed and perhaps they will revise their decision. So I will be calling on that and I'll be setting up a movement because of this. My movement was a different thing because my movement was to influence Peter Obi to address the need of the poor, to address the gap between the rich and the poor in the country. If Peter is not there, I may come up with another solution to my personal philosophy in life. This is about what I believe in. Right now, right here, I want to start by telling you the organs of government in Nigeria and the importance of the states so that you can understand where we are. I am of the belief, and I still maintain, that the state governors are the biggest problems we have in Nigeria. I repeat, our state governors are the biggest problems. Quote me, the 36 governors are so important that the progress of Nigeria cannot happen unless these states are in order. And I'm going to do that. So for those of you that don't know, Nigeria is made up of 35, including the FCT, which is the Federal Capital Territory, which is in Abuja, where the federal government reside, makes it 36 states in the country. You're welcome to the show, brother. Obriki, you're welcome, son. Happy New Month, my boy. So what I have tonight to say is very important. There are 36 states in Nigeria. Okay, for those of you in the US who might not understand what I'm saying, Nigeria supposedly operate a federal system of government, but the truth is, it's more unitary than federal. But we have element of federal, meaning we have the central government, which is the federal government of Nigeria, which runs the affairs of the country. And then this country is now divided into 36 states. And these states are governed by governors. By power, by virtue of Nigerian constitution, they have power to manage the affairs of their state independently. So however, there are certain areas which is left for the federal government and some for the state. Like in the US, you guys know you control your economy, you have your own state police and all that. In Nigeria, it's not so. We don't have state police in Nigeria, but we control part of our resources as allocated to us, because what Nigeria does is we all wait for only money to come from one part of the country, which goes to this federal capital territory. There's a federal government who shares among us. There will be a day to discuss that, because I said that until the philosophy or the document or the constitution that does not recognize those or where this money is actually coming from, that they deserve more and should be respected more and should be treated more. By the time producing oil in Nigeria becomes a cost, until that philosophy, Bob Marley said it too, is permanently discredited and abandoned, there will be another level of crisis in Nigeria. And I also believe and I also maintain that until the gap between the rich and the poor is addressed, it's only in Nigeria. For those of you in America, Nigeria cannot pay somebody $30 salaries. That is the minimum wage in Nigeria. But they don't actually pay. You see people going to Nigeria for $15 a month, salary per month. However, the same country pays their senator. Senator goes on with 100 million naira. How do you call that? If you divide that, it's not up to, if you divide that by 500, which is the average rate, that will tell you how much an average Nigerian senator goes in home with $200,000 salary in a month. I'm not talking of what they steal behind, or the kind of because what they do is they have their input into the yearly budget, and those ones goes to them to go and spend in their constituency. I'm not talking of their sitting allowance, their dressing allowance. You people are thieves. The same country, that policeman following you, you know if you shoot a policeman, don't pay. You're carrying a gun, protecting a man that you cannot feed. The man is treating you like a slave. I saw when that guy was actually changing results, which I shared with you here. The policeman was looking the other way, ready to protect the fool, who is raping the future of his children. That policeman, you are a fool, you are a man. In fact, a day will come, you see why I'm angry with Nigerian police? It's not because you guys are taking bribe, but because you refuse to say no to people oppressing us. That is a topic for another day. But tonight, let's look at the importance of governors in Nigeria. Now, let me tell you what happened. Every month in Nigeria, the federal government allocates a certain amount of money to all the state governors. One. And this money is coming from oil revenue. The money we earn from oil or some little taxes, which are never calculated. Those are given because the federal government don't need that money. It's too small. The money coming from oil is so huge that they share so much. In my state, for instance, I've been here to cry out how much has come into Delta State. In last 2 years, we know we got 142 billion, some 170 something billion going to only Delta State in a year. We will discuss that another day, because if we go into that, I may have a headache. I'm not talking of the money that goes to the oil, the sopadec, which is the money that goes to the because we produce oil, a certain amount, 13% derivation, thanks to Ibori for fighting for that. But Ibori, we never see the impact really. You guys bury the money there, and you know the people, you know where the money is going, you don't talk. Oh, because they're your friends or what? We're going to ask you questions, not me. Children will ask you. Keep quiet. That day is going to come. Anyway, what we're going to see tonight is we're going to look at how much coming to Delta State in particular. Two areas to look at. If you are the MD of the Sopadec, you are actually the deputy governor of the country, of the state. Because the money you control is almost as big. There's no commission, there's no ministry that earns that kind of money. That is the office of the MD of the SOPADEC. I want you guys to understand that. So that's why they constitute themselves again into the one for finance, the one for stupidity, and the one for stupidity. And you know what they do really? They only pack sand on the road. And they say they are working. My people, the SOPADEC is working. But that's not the issue of tonight. I just want you to see how the organs of the state is being run. So you have the federal government give money to the governor, through the governor to the SOPADEC. Now, before the money will get to the SOPADEC, governor will don't cut down into pieces. Okowa, hey, you are a bad boy. Federo, you talk all right. Okowa is a very, very bad boy. Very, very, very bad boy. And he has demonstrated that. When I started here telling you people that Okowa is a bad boy, you thought it's a joke. He has shown himself at the international stage. No, he has shown himself for the national stage. Okowa go, if you carry and go international stage, you will be surprised that Okowa will be running for the office of the UN Secretary General. Had they not cut him off now? Anyway, we'll come to that. Okowa, you're not my problem tonight. I'm talking about the office of the governor of Delta State. So across the 30 states of the country, we have governors. The governors run the affairs of the state. Every month, the federal government, because they control Nigerian economy, which is not supposed to be, they allocate huge amount of money to the state government. Some of the money goes to them to run the affairs of the state. Some go to them as security votes. That is one interesting thing I want to talk about. It's not me talking. All I've said here, you people thought I was joking. Peter repeated it. Peter asked, what is he doing with 1 billion? And, you know, Anambra don't earn half of what we earn. But he's getting 1 billion as security vote there. Imagine what you get. Ask your governor today, Okowa, that goat, how much he gets as security vote. I hate you. To personally, I hate you. Because for people to die in poverty, pensioners to die, and you have 2 billion security vote monthly, only 2 months of your security vote would have kept those people alive. Yet in the same Delta State, people died. They died because they didn't get their pension. It's only when Okowa was running for president that he go back and pay because we raised alarm that he has not paid that. We'll come to that another day. Sheriff, they come for you. Maybe we finish with Okowa. We'll come to your matter. Anyway, I'm just talking of what happened to the office of the governor of Delta State. Big office. And this is another area where the governors make money. Now, Nigeria is again divided. Every state is then divided into local governments, run by the local government chairman, and they have their councillors. Those are their puppets. Now, I want to tell you again, federal government allocates a certain amount of money through the state governors to the local government. Now, I want you to understand this. This was when Wike was starting to mess like as if it was crazy. When they said the money should go directly to the state, to the local government, Wike said, who is the federal government to control them? Tell them what is what. That is not in the constitution because it don't read that one. All the law Wike read is to that one. Wike, we get your record now. Your yash, don't come out because I don't even like you for some time now. I never like you anyway, but people have been praising you because you'll be fighting one stupid justice. And I asked, what I asked governor of Delta State, the same thing I asked you, and we're going to ask that question tonight on this show. Okay, so the federal government, back to what I was saying, the federal government released a particular amount of money through the state governor, to the state governors, to the local governments. In Delta State, we have 25 local governments, and this is meaning we have 25 local government chairmen. I can promise you that all of them are what? PDP. That is where the governor makes his money. He appoints them. It's a selectocracy to the last order. They say they're going to do local government elections. So it is the governor's discretion to conduct local government elections. That's one of the things we were criticizing Peter before. But let's come to this. Do you know the governor of my state can pick his local government chairman? Because those are the people he needs to win the election now. So Kowa have been planting the roots. That's how he managed to get rid of Edeye. Edeye never forgive you, Sheriff. And they come to you today. Today, na me and you. Anyway, so many people are angry already. Those who are sherified, they are mad at that decrease. Nothing that they do me again. You see, you know what I mean? Say when people fall on ground today, you know they fall anywhere again. I'm here, I am. The remaining part of my life is to say the truth. And if I will come to Nigeria to run politics, I will not run politics like you, sheep man looking at me. You will hear of me very soon. I'm coming to Nigeria with a movement. I will not come in the way you are doing it. I will not be a sycophant. I will not be yes, yes, yes to idiots. I will come with a policy. Even when I'm hungry, you see me standing by my hunger, defending why I'm hungry. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not running to a church. We're coming to that too, because if one Baba when they call back there, all in this in campaign, now one church to the other, to the other, to the other. Thank God Solomon not there again, so I will talk about bagging as I want tonight. God bless you all. Chief Agbaru, I'm coming home. So I have cases with every one of them you see there. Everybody. The only person I know will open my talk back to might be Baba Agbaru, because me, I fear the man. Baba, you get respect for your time. Be like, say, this student no one give you chance. We'll come to that when we come to that. But what I'm trying to say is the federal government allocates a particular amount of money. Now, the least money that goes to local government areas in Nigeria, in my state, is 300 million naira monthly. Mokuna, if I lie, Mokuna tell federal government, they let us know. The question I ask you people, Nigerians, is why are you not actually asking how much come to your state? Look at me now. You look like a fool. You don't ask. In fact, the journalists are not journalists because they don't have right to ask. There's a freedom of information. These are information acts that nobody should ever be. It should not be secret. The amount of money the federal government gives to the state monthly should not be secret. The amount that goes to the local government should not be a secret. It's something we are entitled to know. It's our money. How can you hide it from us? Is the money for the governor? Is it for the local government chairman? So let us know so we can track how our money is being spent. I thought the current assembly, when Omar get a boast, you did there, I never talked to you since. When you did boast, so this is that will not concern you. All right. Anyway, quite long story short, the federal government allocates a particular amount of money to all the local governments in the state. Delta State, the least is 300,000. Now, multiply, I have my calculator here. Multiply 300,000, multiply 300,000 by 25. Let's calculate how much first, because I won't calculate and well. 300, 1, 2, 3, times 25. Wow. That is 7.5 billion naira minimum that goes to the local government. This money goes through the state. Local government chairman, those of you fool looking at me, do you know that you receive this? Of course you are aware. How much gets to you? Okowa I've never given any local government chairman more than 60 million naira every month. Quote me, Okowa has never given you more than 60 million naira a month. The month you get 70 million, you think you are crazy. It's been under 25, 30, because that is why they can control you. It's not only Okowa. Oduan literally did not want to even do election so that the money can come to him. He can appoint who he wants. I remember he appointed this young man in my place. I don't want to talk about you because you are too related to me. One Meme Rasha. We'll come to that another day. Hey! So that is our destiny. Just so you know the importance of the governor. The governor received the money that goes to the Sopadeck. He received the money that comes to the state. He gets money, 2-point-something billion as security vote. He collects local government chairman money. By the time governor, he doesn't have to steal yet. By the time governor sit down every month, without breathing, without asking questions, that man have over 20 billion resting in his account already. That is why when the governor is moving, the grass and the tree begin to fly. I remember seeing when Okowa moved, I was in one of these Robotan, I was in Nigeria. I said, when governor gets up about to move, you see movement now. It's like God is moving. God is moving because there's a lot of money in the office of the governor of Delta State. In particular, that's why you see these men tonight. I want to introduce them one by one to you. You see them? No hanky-panky. No gambling. No rubbish. We will talk through today. Okay. Where I go first start? Let me name them one after the other. That first one is Labour Party candidate. We call him. May I put my hand here so you know? I'm see this my hand, you know, go feel walk like that, you know, because the camera, you know, because I'm facing the camera, it's difficult to say. The one that is very close to me is Kempela. Kempela is a Labour candidate for the governorship race. The election is on the 11th. So I want to say, before I even talk about them, the important to go out and vote. Peter had all these things he suffered because Peter had no governors. Let me repeat it. The only reason they could do this to us is because we don't have governors in any of these states. Had the governor of Delta State been a Labour Party man, there is no way they would have run the election the way they did. Somebody would have said, stop. If the governor of Lagos State were to be a Labour Party governor, this thing wouldn't happen. So let us use this opportunity to plant because next to the office of the president is the governor, and next to God is the office of the president of the president of the Republic of Nigeria. For those of us who are in Nigeria, let me repeat this: next to God is the office of the president. If president say, fly go, you see, new fly go come out from nowhere. The president can create human beings. The president, because he has so much money. Then next to the president are the office these guys are looking for. Now, when I finish, I want you to say whether you trust any of them or not, so you can understand. Okay, I've told you now that before they start to steal, only the court when they cut from the super deck, the super deck alone, governor must collect minimum of 8 billion monthly. If you not reach, it will be 5 billion free. From the local governments, you don't collect about 6 billion. Because you know the share reach 1 billion. Okay. Now like Mona calculator. Then his own personal security vote, which he has you don't have to account for it. Yet, Esme, they keep people for Delta State. Esme, they murder people everywhere. Okowa security vote is 2.something billion. I never see Okowa spend 1 naira on security in the state. God day. Patient Jonathan said, there is God, oh. Let's go. Other than that, then come talk of the allocation that comes to Delta State, which is always the highest in Nigeria. You see, when I've been talking, I have never mentioned internally generated revenue. Did you guys hear me correctly? Meaning, ideally, every state, when you collect money from federal government, what are you supposed to do? Is it not to invest it so that if tomorrow money not even come, can't you feed yourself? You have human beings that are, you have human resources, you have the beautiful land. Do you really need more than that to make money for yourself? Nigerian states. Do you need money to come from federal government to make money for yourself? And that is why I got confused when I came in the first time on my show. And I said, I don't understand this. And then maybe I think like a stupid person. I always said to the federal government of Nigeria, wait, you have this youthful population, so young, they can work. And you have the beautiful land with all the mineral resources. You are not making money. Something is wrong with you. Now, if we forgive the federal government, now the state, Okowa had the most fertile land on earth. If I tell you year to year, Okowa does not generate 1 naira. If you ask Okowa, in your time as governor of Delta State, how much have you generated? And Okowa cannot give you. I'm talking of the one he has swindled, the one he has duped, not that he has generated a penny. Make it carry me go any court. Let Okowa tell us how much he has generated in the course of running Delta State for 8 years. God will not forgive him. Tonight in my presentation, I'm going to ask these people, all of them, when you see them, how are they going to make money for the state? Because you're not elected to be governor to come and spend our money. You are supposed to put our money to judicious use. Wealth creation is not, if when they talk about wealth creation, when they get to talk about wealth creation, now it's a dream. We'll come to that. Only one person, only two actually here. I give back a small credit there. Then I go put at 3. Understand what is wealth creation. The rest, is something it's like a gamble to them. Okay? It's like, thank God I get one person to come support me small. Princess is here. Princess, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
This one where your glasses become big past my own. All these are bigger children, You know, you say you want to big daddy. This is the Robo show.
Is that what you think, sir?
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome. Yes, I've been trying to talk about the office of the governor of the Delta State, which is what we're focusing on. I started by telling the audience what Nigerian structure is, that we have 36 states, including the federal capital territory, and each of these states are run by governors. And within the states, they have local government. In the Delta State, we have 25 local government. And I try to also let the state, those of them watching, that the federal government allocates a particular amount of money to the state, which is always the highest in the country because we produce oil a lot, which is minimum is 17-20 billion every month, US dollars, right? In Naira, okay. Let's put it up. What that means is, and then the money that goes to the SOPADEC, because 13% of oil derivation gotten from the state goes to the SOPADEC. That's why they created the SOPADEC. And I reminded you that next to the governor is the office of the SOPADEC, or the MD. They write that paper. You know what they do? Okowa, when the money will come to go to the SOPADEC, Okowa will cut it into, in fact, they give them like 15%, or sometimes they give them up to 40%, so they can go and park sand on the road. You know, those guys now, they still get local communities to settle. That is what we've been living on. And I went further to let you know that there's a particular amount of money that comes to the local government. Minimum in Delta State is 300 million. In my local government, we get up to 300 or 400 million every month. The money will come to governor. Governor will give our chairman 40 million, sometimes 30 million. That means he never see 30 million before now. He will keep quiet. By the time he share, you know, the poorest people are the councillors. They just give them like 300,000. Change their salary. They dare not say anything. They burn them well. So you see the government of Delta State, how much they get? They get money from the allocation, they get from the SOPADEC, they get from local government chairman. Oh, and the best of all, our governor get 2 billion naira monthly as security vote. Actually, sometimes it was 2.3. I asked Una don't see Okowa secure one things in his time in office. Anyway, we're not talking about Okowa tonight. We are looking at these men. You see them? I put them for my shoulder. Tonight, daughter, we have the 5 of them. I put 5 of them down here. One is Kempela. Kempela is the guy running for Labour. He's the one on the extreme left. Followed by him is Edijala. Edijala, in fact, I've been interviewing people. Edijala blew me off. You understand? He's quite good. Intellectually, he has so much ideas of what, if given a chance, I would vote for him if I had the chance. You understand? Because he is really good. The guy talks about, I'm going to analyze some of his campaign, the ones I'm used to, because I've met with 3 of them here. All right? And I may not be fair to Ogboru because Ogboru is not on the DC now. And it's not intentional, Chief, because when this intake itself, your own is not there. But don't worry, I'm going to put all your picture one by one tonight so we can look at it. That is Edijala. He's coming from a very strange political party, People Redemption Party. Have you heard of that?
What's the name?
People Redemption Party, PROP.
I never heard of that.
See, that is a political party. That's why I told him, how are you going to run an election as intelligent as you are under that kind of platform? We'll come to that tomorrow. All right? We'll analyze that. Then that is the Sheriff. Sheriff is the PDP candidate, the one that will wear that nice suit with red tie. We never talk of, you understand? You know, that worry man. I hear say that guy don't do a lot of bad things in those days. But nobody went to do bad before. I hear say first keep person. But that one, that story of yesterday. But what is so interesting is Sheriff attended the same secondary school I attended. Though He attended the later Ogadi Grammar School. I attended Ogadi Grammar School. The certificate that is bringing the whole controversy in that man is from my own school. But what happened is we attended the old Ogadi Grammar School. That is the one, Ibori, all of them, that's the school we all attended. And what is good about that school was, it was formerly a Baptist high school. This is what I keep telling them, that the contribution of all these people to society, of churches to society. When I attended the Roman Catholic school, I went further to attend a Baptist high school. That is like Faith is joining us. Faith.
Good evening.
Hello, Faith. So happy to see you.
Anyway,
My princess.
You know what I said? I said we're gonna be here.
I'm here.
Now I'm talking for already 2 hours. Let me make it brief.
He's been talking for 2 hours.
No, nobody. No, say I
no, it's not up to that now. Just like 30 minutes that the quiz.
That the quiz. No, they talk one now. If I talk one, you will take them two. No worry.
I for fear. Make I hold my chest.
This your glasses, eh? When you want fly.
No, first talk, see princess on first.
I don't talk tire. You see, when it's my lips, eh? And in fact, when this is what makes us to be what it is. I have this ammunition. Thank God saying at the edge nowadays. So now you don't see me, no me. Don't worry. You see, how can they see my face when you see these two women? No worry, God they say not create me like Kuna. Let's go. All right. Well, the show tonight is looking at the governorship aspirant. Tonight we want to focus on Delta State. Right? And I just run through them. We have the Kempela, the one is just coming out. Kempela, the one on the extreme right, is the one for Labour Party. Followed by Adijala is PRP, People Redemption Party. I've never heard of that, but the guy is good. He is so good. I've never heard him before. I'm going to talk about their manifesto. Then I talk about Sheriff. Sheriff is the one that worked with Okowa. You know Okowa, that's your presidential candidate when you want to be president. Now, currently, Sheriff is the Speaker of the House of Assembly in Delta State. So, and for you to sign any money, for Okowa to eat any money, Sheriff must. Sheriff go there, wow. Should we go?
Martinez in everything.
If you say I, say nay, wow, my Sheriff.
Yes,
the mad grab for the whole money. Okowa has buried Delta State. In fact, Delta State has never been lucky. We're going to come to that because Ibori left office. He wanted to be president. Now, our money 9 years ago, I take the president. All the money they spent, it was Delta State money. All right? Odua left office, if you not remember, when only Delta State, you know, Delta State result came late during Goodluck Jonathan because he was trying to become a minister then when they refused him the office of the senator. Because manager argued, manager kick him out. So he spent a lot of money, our money, on Goodluck second term, which he lost. You understand? All this one, they always lost. That's a good thing. They always lost. Now our money, 9 PDP do. All the money you see them do is Okowa. Now that's the sweat. We've been borrowing for this PDP election. That's why I will never vote PDP. I am not. So this man, you see, Sheriff, is the one I've been working with Okowa to do that. Let me bring them out. Let me see whether we can come out more. I still cannot get them. Well, whatever we see, we will manage tonight. Well, and then on top of it all, I'm going to see if I can get them, just the three of them, so we can see the governorship aspirant. Then we have use. I can see them better now. Now I can see them clearly. You see that one, Colin Agege is the deputy senate president. Nobody went on one. They said that guy I carry mace with the group. They can run. No. I don't say you know your brother now, but Faith now you don't know. Faith, you know that person when that senator when he carry mace.
Not my brother. Not my brother. No, brother. No, I don't know him. I don't know them.
Princess brother. Princess brother now. Now you see your brother.
Princess. Okay. More like it.
I know him very well. The Orogu man.
Anyway, you know, I remember he just granted an interview to BBC because we're too small. You know what they tell BBC? They asked him again, say, what have you done? He said he brought in Polytechnic. This guy, only he said he put it. They asked him, he put that for your village. He said, where have you put that before? I said, no problem. That's not the problem. Then what did you do? He said, if you go to run the whole local government, say he impact there everywhere. You know what he did? The small, what do you call transformer, when they bring aggregate share transformer. That is what a deputy senate president could say he has done. What are the local government councillors doing? If deputy senate president they share transformer, street light, what the local government chairman they share? I'm confused. You understand? Can you imagine a deputy senate president, that office of the presidency? He said, let's go. Anyway, that is the deputy senate president guy. He's running for governor of Delta State. Delta State guy, love, a question. This they will cost me well this night because I know say their fans they hey, I trust this guy. I will put your home. Daddy, please, you should know PROP now. I know PROP. I'm only saying people, okay. Anyway, this guy is correcting what PROP is. I can almost say it before go on. Because I did an intelligent man. He said, if you remember those days, one of the parties that contested with UPN, NPN, and NPP, I think it's the party of Amino Kanu. It must be the party of Amino. No, I never born at that time. You understand? We were already almost adult. That is when this party came out. It's in the lab. Now, live before, when they born you. Anyway, then that is the office of the, just to correct this thing. So, People Redemption Party. That's the party for this guy. But it's an old party, not a modern party. Modern time, when you talk of PDP, APC, now Labour Party come out. When you talk of PROP, Princess no one. I feel one, you feel one. Princess no one. I just say if it's a good struggle to one.
Princess on by market.
Who is that? Kepela?
Yeah, I say you don't know the PROP now. You know People Redemption.
They say party. Would they say PROP? You know PROP. Now would they ask you? So.
I don't know that one.
Now when I interview this man, now I know what it be PROP. Now I say what it be the meaning say na People Redemption Party. Anyway, we don't talk
PROP again.
People don't hear us small. Anyway, I tell I said a big mistake.
Now People Redemption Party.
But the guy is good. To be fair, the guy is very good. He's very, very good. We'll talk about his manifesto a little bit tonight. Then I can't talk of, I don't know Deputy Senate President when they share transformer. Very, very good guy. He come up with something they call the edge agenda. I don't know what that one. Whether I want edge or start, I don't know. We'll come to that. I said that no her princess no go say he escape her for that area. Then the Baba Baggy, that other man, he was our former minister of,
is he not that one that is he not that one that naked one woman in worry? I think another one.
Now you talk about
because if it's that one, my hand and my
I don't
leg
think
not
is it that man?
Baggy. Now women talk this one for your head. They say that you naked women for one, but are true bros. Why you go do that?
Yes, now one of the staffs now.
Why you go do that?
Yes.
Bros.
It's a horrible thing, and so I don't want to associate with that kind of human being. Somebody that we have sister at home, have a wife at home, have a mother at home that can do such a thing. I will not associate with such a person.
It doesn't make sense.
You can imagine if this kind of person become a governor. You can molest anybody and get away with it. After all, the person is a woman or
and funny enough, it's a
I will not associate.
It's a very, you see all these people, you know the funniest thing, other than
and that's because they are politicians.
See,
and they get away with
as a lawyer. You should know. As a baggy, as a trader,
yes, you should know
that you can't do that.
The implication of that very evil thing he did.
Exactly.
But then he still got away with it, and now you want to become a governor. Governor of where? I beg. Be like say go form your state.
Princess don't vex. Princess don't vex.
Say wahala dey for Gbagi with women who
don't vex.
Women don't ever like you Gbagi. They don't go vote for you. That your body. And you know the two things,
Never.
I have my own personal issue with Gbagi. I met Gbagi. Gbagi is a very intelligent man. He talked about industrialization because my man was with him then, Roland, and I was going to support Gbagi. Then two things happened. As I was talking one day, Gbagi said, when that time he thought Okowa was going to give him power. You understand? So he came out on national television. He said, you know, when I was driving my Rolls Royce to my village, he said the road Okowa constructed to my village. That Okowa is the best governor that has ever happened. I said, Kai, Okowa, the best governor for parking sand on the road for you to go to your village. Come back for that. So that was before the primaries. You know, Okowa a bad boy. During the primaries, Okowa tell us, say you cheat for body, work out the smell. What do you do to women? I feel not going to let me hear you. Other than you know, Okowa get your own, a bad boy on your own. Later, Gbagi came and tell us that Okowa is the worst person he has ever known. Okowa is a traitor. He said this, he said that, and I was clapping to my
Yes, of state feathers.
Gbagi, let me anyone go fight Okowa. You made mistake.
Yes, you try.
Because I want Okowa to drill you. You see, I was happy. I was celebrating. You know? Let me go further. Anyway, that is Gbagi. Gbagi shit for church. And you know the funniest thing there? Maybe he's trying to clean himself. All Gbagi campaign. So church don't endorse Gbagi. So mosque don't endorse Gbagi. Muslim community don't endorse. Only that place they follow. That is campaign. Gbagi, you don't go ever be governor. Don't be so as well. If you win, I go happy for you. But you don't go ever win. You see this woman talk. Now them plenty. That woman when you naked. You know, say that woman, they know they take them play. In those days, we they call them everywhere.
You see, as a woman,
if they dance for you, you don't finish.
Yes. As a woman, you see this our body in our pride. Forget say this generation, people go about going half naked,
and all that.
Even at that, you see any girl, you see any girl when it, for instance, all these worry children when goes wear crop top, bomb shorts, wear bra. The way they are walking on the streets, they are okay. Oh. Don't come and molest them and naked them because they're not going to still forgive you, even though they have naked before.
Go inside and shower water.
Our body is our pride. And so I will not allow any man. Somebody will come and strip a woman naked just because you feel like you have the power. You have the money. You have the influence, and then you can just do anything then and get away with it. This is something like I said, this is somebody
that happened a while ago.
Yes.
And it's still affecting him now. You imagine.
Yes.
That is you have a sister. Go die.
You have children.
You know there are some.
You have a wife. You have a mother at least. So you should be able to respect these people before you do such a thing.
I'm scared of women.
Because you feel like she's your staff and she's poor. Probably she does not have anyone to speak for her. Exactly. And then you can just go about to strip a
molest her like that.
For what exactly? I don't even care the crime at this point.
It's because it's Nigeria. If it's in the UK,
that guy don't become billionaire now. If you try him for this kind of Europe.
UK will they rape our own wife. And if you now, if your wife say no, you go just say okay, ma.
The same thing for you now.
Now you can't do that one in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you are free to rape your wife. You can't even tell anybody because the elders, everybody will say, I better not talk that thing for here.
They will say why now? No, you don't pay that.
Your body, yes. He has access. He's the owner of your body. Whatever he wants to do, whether by force or willingly, acceptable to the society here.
You're right.
But even at that, what Gbagi did is out of it.
Somebody say add something to what Gbagi do. The woman went Gbagi naked, and the woman
is pregnant. How can?
Wow.
How can you naked a pregnant woman? How can you strip a pregnant woman naked? Just because you feel like you have some kind of power over her.
They mean them for this thing, oh. You see, as people they open in yash on top of this matter.
Gbagi do this one.
As far as I'm
not the one talking because that the people they look now with bad eye. Now see these two women.
Now the never even talk on top of this matter.
They don't get my time.
They
stop there. So
if now Okowa now, that the Chris now get Okowa, now marry Okowa for this.
Me and Okowa
buy market. Okowa buy market for the Chris and.
But because they support Okowa, because they say be bad boy. Now we don't see Okowa and a bad boy. You shit for church. Now are the two of them. If not become governor, they are going to leave this.
Even this party, this PRP, don't tell because somebody is saying that Chris, you should know PRP. Now one of the parties that contested.
Is that not what we are telling you?
Oh man, I be saying not be today, not be
today.
But the guy is very modern. We'll talk about him. I know I met a couple of them. This is my state now, so I can defend some of them. And I will not lie. See, that one that Chris will never do. I will not lie for anybody, and I will not lie against anybody. That's the truth. You understand?
Sure.
And now, finally, now you are going to introduce that too. You hear that time, Major Oka, that coup, when he shake Babangida. Effort.
Yeah.
That time you see young. When they say Ogboru.
Yeah, it's small.
Now that man is not enough for governor. So, you know, I shake Nigeria at that time. You know why I like this guy? And actually, I sympathize with Ogboru. And I know why. In those days, when Ibori be governor, they win Ogboru for a bedroom. Wow. You know, say the ring in there, not be now, APC they learn for where ring in there for the entire state. Before they go announce, before the vote finish, they don't announce results. Ibori go win this man for a bedroom.
Let people go stay their house, they sleep.
So,
not the best thing. That was what I said.
Go stay your house, they sleep.
That was what I said.
My brother, now. They don't know the vote. You understand? That's what we went through. Ogboru is still running in the race. Now, he's 24 years down the line. One will say, Baba, you don't tire. And you know
Make
what
the rest.
Not tell you again. So you don't know what the PROP. ABGA. You know what the ABGA?
Was that not the party that Peter Obi was supposed to be part of before?
Exactly. That is Anambra State
and
political party.
Yes.
It's not a national political party. It's Anambra State, to be honest.
I thought he did it to honor Ojukwu, in fact. I thought it was Ojukwu's party.
Now, the party when my Baba, when I they respect Congo contest, I call ask her, where did they pass ABGA to go? ABGA na state party.
Yes.
ABGA never come out for Anambra once.
Yes.
ABGA never win a local government in another state in Nigeria. Now Delta State will come win. Me, I don't understand.
The problem is that this man, Ogboru, I remember vividly that I grew up calling him the contest. Well, I was very little like this as a child.
Yes.
Wow.
And then at a point, I remember I was telling my mom one day, I be my dad, my late dad, that they should just pity this man. The whole Delta should just come together and say, "Oh God, we give you this seat. Just sit down for even 1 month. Since now, what you really want?" Because at the end of the day, how can somebody be fighting for one thing for like so many years and then?
But is it a do or die affair as well?
Wait,
is it a do or die?
I'm even coming to that. So I feel like at this point, you can't be fighting for one thing, and this is where you know that politicians are selfish people, not for the interest of the people. If not, what is there that you are clamoring for like so many years? And then you're still holding on, you're still going. Worst of all, you even know that you will not get it. Let's be sincere now. You don't say you're not gonna get them. Even this one when they go now, not like we are praying a bad prayer, but it's very obvious and glaring you will not still have it. So what's all this? What's all this? At the end of the day, this shows that politicians are just selfish people. They really do not care about the interests of the people. It's just the seats and what you're going to get.
Before we continue this broadcast, go to class for Princess. Our network not disappear today. Go to class for Princess. Princess,
who do?
I've been waiting when I go.
She said it's no shake. Happy Princess go London. Princess don't go London. Princess your location don't change.
I'm in Abuja.
Don't leave me, carry me go.
I'm here. Thank God that the network is okay now.
Sincerely, the network is really in I don't know, agreement with you this time. Now sign contract, you know, move.
The sign better one.
for all the one they don't do me since they make me disappear. At least I deserve to stay put today.
Wow.
When we go back, when we look at this candidate, you know the person where we were supposed to support that. She been the
presidential
the Labour candidate. Because Peter won, in fact, they shit us in that state. You understand? You know, Peter did not go to Delta State to campaign for one serious thing. The only day he come, he not fit talk, said they not let him land for Asaba. The man had to leave. He couldn't land. You understand? The crowd, the helicopter could not drop. They had to move. You understand? That is how bad it was. But Peter won the state. In fact, if you see one guy that came there that did that, Peter there was no representative for Peter in my community.
Wow.
Yeah, he won the vote there. That's how good we are, because we are very liberal-minded people. You understand? And I kind of like that. Then this guy that is now running, I have one issue with him right now. You are the one that's supposed to represent Peter in the state.
Yes.
Right? So during the election, you are supposed to be running around, making sure your interest is covered.
Yeah.
Yes, remember that on the day of the election, somebody was telling us in where he is that there was no ballot paper.
There was no election.
Are you serious?
So the question I asked, where were you?
And that shows that in as much as we're campaigning, or people are all over Labour Party. You see, as data stay so we don't even envy the person that is coming out as it stands, because a lot of debt, a lot of borrowing, a lot of things, damage is done on the state. Now we need
as that decrease, they always talk. Okowa don't sell the state.
Don't sell her.
Yes, and at the end of the day, we don't need any swagger person for that seat.
Yeah.
If this man cannot be up and doing, then what's the point? Let's forget about the party. Let's talk about the man that is coming out.
So if we look at these people, to be honest, if I have my own personal assessment, I go pick that one when they for PROF, when not get anybody. But it was before I come find I say if first na essay to Okowa. I say Okowa na demon. You know what Okowa they do? If Okowa don't say you go be problem, go give you appointment. 200,000 naira a month to shorten your life.
Wow.
To shorten your life.
Somebody they ask us who want say whether the Labour candidate, whether na Rubuma, it matter. Is it from Urobo? Yes, it's from Urobo.
I think yes, of course, it's Urobo.
Kempela is Urobo.
Yes.
No, the truth is the zoning kind of favors us that the next governor should come from the Urobo houses. All right, that is what we.
I won't be surprised if Kempela win, huh?
Yeah, Kempela stand every chance to win. The question is
at this point,
he's not standing up. You understand?
Yeah. That is the problem. If not the states,
is the team, is the campaign team, the media team, the awareness is not enough.
They are not doing well at all. I went to his
Facebook page. You know, the last time he came here, what we agreed is that since Labour gets different organizations within Delta State, you just associate with them.
Yeah.
And you get elected. You understand? The guy never believed he could win. This is the problem I have with some people. First, you go believe.
You are right, sir. Maybe he does not even believe in the whole journey.
No, I told him to his face. You
Maybe
don't believe you can win.
For awareness.
And that is the problem. If he had believed, if I don't do more work before now.
Yeah.
It's now that after this election now he's trying to come out from the woodwork. It's already late now. How can you defeat this giant now? These are thieves. They get money. These people. They get money, they get all carry. Tinubu go see ask more generator. You understand? For the get to buy us. Though
at the end of the day,
get not they spend the money, you know go spend the money. You know what I get the issue when I get with the deputy senate president? No, listen, no. Because I talk my own, if I like one verse. I don't talk, I will go my bedroom, go sleep. You know, go see me tomorrow. Now, Tom Polo, you know what happened? The federal government, because there was lots of oil theft in the Niger Delta region, they now contracted one of the criminals there, with Tom Polo, to guide the oil for Nigeria. They said that you want to guide it, you give it to the thief. They are protector for us. So they gave to him. So he's now protecting it for the whole of Nigeria. The contract is 4 billion naira every month. Now, part of this money, Tom Polo cannot do it. He cannot come to my state to protect my state now. So he had to contract some of the job to each of the states. You understand? In the Niger Delta region. Our own. The deputy senate president, as rich as he is, he uses private jet too. He still went and take that contract. Give her for his own brother. And then they share the small money where they come to protect oil well. The one he collected from the federal not rich. He still went as far as taking that small one that will come. That meanwhile, Urobo have vigilantes who are actually out. I know these boys. They've been trying to protect things in case things go wrong. You see the vigilante situation scenario when they are raping women. In fact, women couldn't go to farm at a point in time. You understand? These boys are going out taking the risk. You know the money did not get to them. Who can better protect oil well in Delta State than these boys? I can get go sweeper. I don't cry tire. The day when I will come out, whether you be governor or not, now that one I go first drag your brokers. It's wrong. You understand? No best, my sister. So these are the things we are trying to talk about. You understand? So we don't know where to go in Delta State as it is. We don't really know where to go. Kempela, when we follow now, that one don't have belief, he don't have faith in himself. How can I have faith than you? You see, you see, these are one thing you go like about these people that become our leaders. You have to believe.
They are fierce, though. They are fierce.
Yeah. They go for it.
See it in them.
No matter
politics is not for the faint-hearted, though.
At all.
Politics is not for faint-hearted people, chicken-minded people. No, you have to be fierce.
Yeah. And to run Delta State, a lot of people. How is he going to run Delta State? One of the most complicated states. Delta State
a lot of people.
That state will need a very, very grounded person that is very rugged.
Serious sanitizing. That is what
in those states.
Let's look at the Yahoo boys. Let's look at the small girls everywhere misbehaving.
Yeah,
we need a lot of things in that state. Yes,
they need to sanitize that state.
Let's not even let a lot of issues they arise for that state. So we don't even need somebody like I said earlier. We know that the whole people are saying labor, hailing labor, but let's look at the individual that is coming now representing the labor. Sure. Okay, let's even say what he did during Peter Obi. That's the national. Let's come to the state now. Let's see. So far, has been his campaign. You can't just sit somewhere when you have the like of Sheriff and Omar Agege, and then you sit somewhere comfortable, feeling like I'm a Labour Party, and so people will come and vote for me. No,
like the flag will give me the title.
But you need to tell us what you're gonna do. You need to be aggressive. He came on this show. If you see only that day, he was broadcasting to a Facebook. Now Facebook, all these people are the best. Back they run around one church. This one going to one broadcast to Facebook. Today, I saw him. He's gone to Arise Television. You see, sometimes these guys are sick. You understand? They are not going to talk. Oh, if you win if I come home now because of Peter, because I want to punish these other two people, I probably vote for you. But you're a disgrace right now. You need to wake up because you just failed the full labor hand. How can all these things be done? And today now we forgot to build on Peter's legacy. All the man has worked for, we're not going to repeat, which is wrong. And because there's no candidate in Delta between the Sheriff in anything when he rob Okowa robber. So they have no chance. Agege.
Who is this one wearing the Yoruba cap? Which party is that?
They naked people now. You don't know Bagege.
How will I know him if I refuse to even capture his face on my head? It's the face, everything. I clean them off my memory.
You can't avoid.
I refuse to
Yes, God, oh, princess. God, wow. Our governor.
Princess, don't vex.
Allah. He say, whoever did this guy talk, he said you don't conclude the matter. It's concluded.
Princess has concluded, though. Princess carry. You just carry nail the man matter for coughing, palm, on top coughing, palm. Don't
In fact, you know, the truth is, let's just take a little bit out of this. You know, Nigeria is such a great country that tonight I was just deliberating on this Nigerian work we're trying to do, and we can see the enormous potentials. You understand? The enormous potential. And sometimes, no matter what you do, if Nigeria is a failure, it affects you even wherever you are. Do you understand? I'm carrying a Nigerian passport, whether I like it or not. If I carry a British passport, when I want to fill the form, they will say, where were you born? Country of origin, current nationality, yes. Previous nationality at birth. The British, when they take the buses. So you can never escape where you come from.
You can't.
We need Nigeria. Nigeria need us. With these people disappointing us, I don't know. The future is in your hands, guys. I'm happy you guys of the younger generation. This is not going well.
God, I beg.
It's not. Now, don't Tinubu is not an evil man. Like I said yesterday, when you see the like of Tinubu effect would have helped Agege if Agege get record. You understand?
That's true.
They are decamping in our state now. I just want us to let's release zero on the state today. Agege, he might win. And it will be the same thing. But I'm not sure, say, with the eyes on what they have happened at the federal, they will allow you to ring that much in the state. But this is what Agege is relying on. Sheriff might be able to win because they have more.
It will not work. You know they happen.
The Okowa money, they will still spend more. So they might get away with it. But this is what Agege will do. Agege will take him to court and trash him on legal ground that the certificate is not qualified. You see, they've been begging Okowa. Okowa is a very wicked man. There's another guy they call Adelia. Adelia is more qualified, to be honest, to be in fact, he's that kind of guy who go there to work for Delta State. He might be a thief because all of them, they be Godfather. But he's a very handy guy. In fact, he's a financial expert. He would have been able to run Delta State. In terms of intellectual capability, he would have been more qualified. He said, Okowa said the guy contested against him twice. And you know what Okowa did? He gave him appointment the first time. Give him appointment until election won't happen. He dropped the guy so that the guy will get money to run the election. Okowa went there to Okowa to come out and dance. He and Sheriff, you and that your guy. You people went and rig the election. Use money to buy all the votes. You went to church and begin to pray to God. That's another thing. Okowa na Anglican. Maybe you will forgive Bagina. You don't say Bagina Catholic man. I don't say you be Catholic. So you will think that one. Maybe you come.
Even the Catholic Church was against what he did. The church. I'm not even speaking about the church right now. I'm talking as a fellow woman.
Yes.
To that lady.
I don't remember. I don't know how I can go bring the bag matter again. I don't provoke you more.
Okowa thief money, we know.
Now you go find trouble.
We know say thief. The law will deal with them. Yes. This bag is something. Do you know how it is? Do you know how the woman will be feeling? This is something she will not forget in a very
in her entire life
as a woman.
No,
the pictures were all over social media. Are you kidding me?
The only thing a woman
she will never forget. There's no way she will.
It's wrong.
She will be traumatized. She'll be traumatized for a long time to come.
Because it's not going to be addressed.
It's very, very unfortunate.
Anywhere that guy goes for a job, that's one thing saying. They said, not you that drive from work. Stamping her with a criminal record as if she's a criminal. And the women were explaining to Baggy, we didn't steal this money, or it's money they gave to us as tip. Baggy said, you can't collect tip of all the money you have. Baggy, you know you have private jets. He's a very wealthy man. As you see on there. And yet he's come to that low to fight for just small amount.
That will only show you how horrible this man is. This man is very horrible. Now, wicked person. And there is nothing anybody is going to tell me about him. I'm done with him. Then we posted, we wrote, we did a lot of things.
Yes.
You cannot do this to a woman and then you just walk scot-free and now you want to become a governor of who exactly so that tomorrow you will keep on to the naked women they go. If they do it, you will just be naked. Them, all these politicians that have been stealing, even himself, they have been stealing. Politicians, they see how many naked they don't naked, all the billions that they thief.
Thank you.
Let's assume, I don't even want to know at this point what the girl did. They have been stealing. All of them, they are criminals.
It's like you are giving them they don't steal past. They don't steal past anything.
How much is steal?
All of them don't steal from local government level. They've been stealing from the day I don't know. They enter power like this from that day.
Look at what this guy said.
Okay. God bless you. Happy
They are killers. They are evil people.
Mr. Happy Ojudi.
Thank
you.
You see this, God will bless you. You see,
naked person, wife, person, mama.
Yes.
Person
put her for social media everywhere they fly. And you know one thing, we are media people. We know that the media will never forget.
We will never.
Internet will always remember.
Remember? Oh no, Baggy knows that. If you don't put Baggy online, the thing
and you allow people, they film this girl, they film this woman, the picture they fly for.
This scene is horrible. It's not something you want to see.
And then that one wants to come and sit as a governor.
The woman steal destiny. The woman steal your destiny. Abi, you never steal what pass that one.
Yes. All these criminals are stealing.
How many naked Baggy?
Oh. Yeah.
In fact, and the painful thing, the painful thing is a lawyer. He knows the implications. So maybe now God don't punish him that day. You know when you do everything, God will say your time don't
you underestimated the power of a poor woman now.
Yes, that's
it. Where will she go to? Who does she know? You know?
Nobody.
But that is his undoing. Yes. Because running for an office, shouldn't have. It wasn't necessary. You just have to abuse that power.
He did. Anyway, let's quickly take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll try and close the show. When we come back, you take a look at them. I'll be asking you guys, who do you prefer?
Sincerely,
you have to make one choice at the end of the day. You must choose. You will not get choice.
I don't agree.
You must choose today. After the break, don't go away.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business, and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial products and services, and real estate for huge extra opportunity in diaspora. Look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15th to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week, celebrating the best of Nigeria from the rest.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate the best of Nigeria from the rest. But to be honest, I cannot stop you. Princess, I don't want to say anything, but this is your network. I don't know where we can
the network don't in fact.
The presence of your network today.
Now what?
We need to advertise them, but we will not do that now.
No, I will not try it. All these service provider that can just disappoint you anytime. No, as I see good one today, make the manager and you can just hype them now. The next minute, the network will just drop.
Okay, Princess, you've changed your network user. You've changed it.
Yes.
And we don't want
this one now. This one where you pot go now. You need to tell me after this show. Make I tell my family. Let them pot go there. Because network stand though.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is SRTV, and with me tonight is a beautiful princess, Kesey from Abuja, SRTV Abuja, and this is Faith Irabo from SRTV France, and Daddy Chris anchoring in from SRTV London. We are here talking about the governorship race in Delta, which is happening this Saturday. And you're all aware of what happened in the last election. We pray INEC will not do the same mago again.
They're not going to see crazy.
To the rest of the world right now. But I hope you know that. Mahmoud, of all, I thought you're a good man. Baba, I defended you so much when you wanted to change money. Baba, we go settle that matter out. Because how much I defend Buhari for this platform.
And you try.
You understand? I was shouting, Baba is doing the right thing.
Chris was thinking that this particular man, Buhari, now
say that strategy. Yeah, say that's what they do now. Strategy.
So that
you see now, you see for yourself.
But I'm not just, I still believe that Buhari wanted to do the right thing. When you see that little man Baggy and the biggest thief of all the governor, he and that Kogima, they come from court today. You know, say Buhari has been handicapped. You know, they twist the man hand for back. But there's nothing Baba could do. Today, the High Court is now ruling out in favor. Yesterday, the High Court, Princess reported that High Court ruled that the money should be allowed to the end of the year. Is that not correct? Meaning all the
they don't finish nothing what they can do.
We don't
just suffer people for nothing.
So anyway,
let's see people don't die for Nigeria. They're not
go. Let's start with Princess. You go take and get your ex-boyfriend or not your new husband. What I want to give you? Which one I want to give you now? What will give you one?
This one man can't want to look down money.
So where we going, Princess?
How can this is just? I feel like in Delta State, for instance, we have Ozora Poly. Let me start counting. We have Ogara Poly.
Yes.
We have Ogwashuku Poly.
Yes.
Ogwashuku, okay.
We have some, yes, that's 3 now.
Yes.
We have Fupri, University of Oil Technology or something. That's 4. We have Delta State University. And now we used to have our in campus, which they've now turned to University of Agriculture, whatever. Okay. So I'm just asking, what's this poly in Orogu for? And first, I'm a youth. I know what I'm saying. So you bring so much school. The more you are creating these institutions, the more the boys they enter yahoos, the girls into prostitution, having children left and right. These people don't get it. He wants to do this and then by making people say, oh, the man brought this school, so let's vote for him. No. The way you
could start rushing it, but it was not until he won run this election. See, as in Russia, as a
and that is exactly my point.
The small money go at it, become begin spend down. You understand?
Yes, that is exactly my point. Now, even though they should ask themselves, these children in that state, they go to these schools, and at the NEPA beg, they go to this school, and at the end of the day, these people are still entering the streets to do a lot of things that they are not supposed to do, as like for things that are not meant for youth to do. These people they still don't get it, that you don't have to necessarily. There are a lot of things you would do in the States. Okay, we know that this poly now, of course, you're going to employ some people. I know somebody working in one of these polies. I know somebody working that they will be complaining of salary, complaining of stress and all that. How can you be open from one poly to another and to another, and this all of them put together and not still reach one standard federal poly? It doesn't make sense. You are supposed to have a poly. For instance, now, if you add Ogara Poly, add Ozoro, add all of them, they are not even equal to a standard polytechnic in other states. So what's this charade for? They do in Delta State. This one will wake up, go and create this. I did this, therefore vote for me. For what?
The question I asked them is, from Ibori till now, since you guys have been in office, what have you done that will generate 2 naira for Delta State? You see how wicked these people are.
Okay.
If it's their own money, all this money has been coming. I need to go invest them. Maybe they get something back. So all the money we'll be getting in Delta State. Do you know some companies have been abandoned there? The land is so fertile that you can do anything. Tell me, waiting the federal government, the state government don't put our money so that the money will. You know that Norway, any money they get from oil, they put it into a current some fixed deposit. That one, in turn, the interest is what they share among the citizens. And that is an investment, meaning they are not. Okowa it's not enough for Okowa, Ibori, and Onoha to spend. They squandered the state. In fact, and is that the kind of leader we're expecting now? Which among these 3 guys, among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who can invest the state money so that at least, not for our sake, our children will come and at least get small things remain. Peter was saying to them when he was governor that this money that is coming, we need to invest. We can't finish all, so our children can still benefit from it. They tell Peter, Peter, go to hell. He said those people will never eat finish. They talk about the one of tomorrow. That's exactly what we've been seeing in Delta State. In fact, Okowa, he can't enough debt wait for us. Enough, because he wants to be president. God not going to forgive you, God. And in fact, sometimes they think I'm oppressing you. Make anybody take me go anywhere. Okowa, how much of all the money that came to you in Delta State, tell me the one you invested that is bringing us to Naira.
Is your governor. You have every reason to drag him because if you can't call yourself my governor, you not deliver. They say charity begins at home.
Message to you. Somebody said aggregate is preferable. Do you agree?
She's right to an extent, though.
Do we say aggregate is preferable? That's what Kefe said.
Bah, we have been between the devil and the blue sea, my brother.
Me, I for say that stand there. We know they move go either side. Let's stay where we are.
Me, I go say maybe we should that Kempela. I don't know. Yes. I don't know.
Kempela is too soft for my liking. He's not aggressive.
That's exactly where I was going to go. That but we interviewed him.
He's a very soft guy.
That man is intelligent, so you see, I won't even lie. That guy gets his sound though. He's very sound.
He's sound.
Well, I don't know.
But
soft.
Okay,
it's too soft.
Look at this face. Look at this face. Look at your vice president now. When we talk about intellectual, he's sound.
Very, very sound. But
when it comes to politics, what's up?
Na butter.
Yemi Osibajo is a weak man. Politically.
Very, very.
You understand? I mean, Yemi says they're strong. If we don't gather power.
Not true.
If we don't gather influence.
If I win that primaries. If I win that primaries.
To win election. You don't win election by only being good. You have to have relationship. You see consensus.
Small craze for day. But just get small.
I'll be setting up a group tonight and I'll add every one of us here. And there's a different group on something I'm planning to do. I will share that vision with every one of us as we move on. So what I really want us to do is sometimes this guy, this Kempela, would have been an option for us today, but he's quite weak. You understand? Maybe if you wake up, we see his campaign change. We might look at that. We're gonna look at them before we have to
too late. It's a bit too late, sir.
It's late. This is something that they would have been doing for months. It's late.
But Princess, do you think we should stay with Sheriff where we have been? Sheriff is not an evil man, but all the money when he signed, another person will come influence and make it sign. And
the truth is that if he has been working with Okowa and he has been the one signing these things, so that means they are the same, of course.
Not them.
The apple does not fall far from the tree, so they are the same as far as I'm concerned. So we move on to another person.
Build a bank for that after his tenure. We will take over the bank. Which bank?
Not so.
In a private bank, he creates. You understand? Imagine, you know what I'm talking about? Delta could have had Delta Airline if Okowa is not a madman. We can have Delta Bank, like they say now. You understand? These are easy projects. The state government, this is what this man did it. At the end, they say, now only trick now he creates. But the man he invested the money of Anambra State in banks and they're making money. Okowa invested it for himself. God don't punish us small. Shebi don't lose part of the money. He won't become vice president. He don't lose for that. And that is the more reason I want Sheriff to lose. Because if Sheriff win, Okowa, if you go there, they go chop money again.
Not so.
Now, Okowa boy now. I know this people don't invest now in the finance. All right, let's listen to this guy. Can somebody read it for us?
Yes. At this point in time, in the other states, politics and the political awareness in the country, don't you people think that it is high time that Deltans give greats of J. Ogboru the chance to govern and reposition the states for better life and economic advancements? Mr. Cornelius Johnny, okay?
Yes. What do you think? That's the best choice we have from every person I'm seeing there. I know that he has been trying to for so, like I said, since I was a child, but this is somebody that has been in the political sphere for a long time. And the fact that he really wants to be there, like I said, while I was this, I used to ask my mom that they should just give this man to stay there for like 1 year and then without voting.
I know, okay.
Everybody will have and then I grew up, he was my crush, you know, and the man is very cute too. I used to like that part of him. Yes. I used to like him a lot. That this man is so cute. Then I will look at his posters. So I'm thinking that that is the only person who have that. But of course, we know that Abga too, under the party at which is coming, Oga Colin what's that Johnny is going to hurt him, because that party I don't think is in Delta States. I don't think the people will welcome that. And that's another thing. If it has been under APC,
Labour now, I don't be the candidate for Labour. Hey,
it would have been better, but this particular party, I don't think the people will buy it.
You know, Ogbaru brought Labour to Delta State. He's the one that brought Labour. Let me tell you the story of Ogbaru. Ogbaru brought Labour to Delta State. He was running for governor. That was when Agege ran for Senate under Labour Party for the first time. It was the next time, the second time that Agege switched from Labour to APC. If not, the one that he used to get in first was, that is the problem Ogbaru have with Agege today. You see the two of them, they can kill themselves if you put them in the same room. Because Ogbaru helped Agege to become senator. He was Agege's boss. Today now, Agege is back with a lot of money. He tell Baba Ogbaru, he say, I don't retire you. Baba the answer say, are you mad? You see the trouble there? He said, it's a tough one. In fact, like we said, sincerely, if I had my way, I'll be voting Ogbaru or Nijala on this election. But the truth is, on our choice of political party, not be only that the Chris won't vote.
That's so now.
They don't know you. They don't. But I'm gonna Anambra State political party. We don't too suffer for Anambra hand. They give us state, they go put the capital for Anambra State because Asaba, as far as I'm concerned, is in Anambra State.
Of course.
Asaba is not in Delta State. It's in Anambra State. You never reach Asaba, you see River Niger, you see Onitsha there. That's Anambra State. You understand? And look at the whole of Delta State as big as it is. Igbo people now do also. You see, when you not talk justice, when it comes to our own, today now we the same group people they follow now they fight. They fight for our brother to be president. These are things you guys need to remember. If Igbo man they vest, if for the vest for Igbo man today, because there's no justice in the capital of Delta State, being at the outskirts of the town. That is one of the reality we deal with. Our children go ask, so I may not be able to ask. Our children go ask. Can we say we've done justice? I know Princess don't want to pick on somebody, and it's difficult, of course. I couldn't. Delta State, I guess you guys have to decide. I will let my women give them their last what they think. Let me bring out this comment before you go on. Let somebody read this out for us.
Great suggestion. I don't know the LP and PROP candidates well. PDP and APC are the two sides of the same coin. Delta needs a breath of fresh air. And that is just the truth, the way it is. Exactly the way it is.
You understand? Because you don't know the LP and the PRP candidates. PDP and APC, they be demon. You understand? What Baba don't do for up, now they won't do for here. We don't want that rubbish. You understand? And I can go fit sell us. That man, his ambition is that top one, top notch. I like the guy, the mama. I mean, I've seen that with him. I like him. Only my brother will tell me, don't do this. You know, say they know they respect one guy, one political guru from my place, one go better. This like my boss, you know, because he played the role of the senior brother to me when I was now Chipoli and all that. He's really a good guy, you understand? He's the only one that tell me that if you stop, I will stop. But I tell her, say, these people, God, in Jesus' name, what will do the name of the Father? In fact, we'll convert to Catholic because Princess are Catholic. You don't do the name of the Father like this. You don't know.
You don't go.
Faith, though, we greet you. All right. So,
the best. I just feel like the best would have been this PRO guy, Dijana, and of course our great daddy, our great daddy. Ogbaru would have been the best, but of course the party at which they are coming, you know, in this country, people hold on to party, not candidates. I've seen
that is why Kempela might be shocked that Kempela might win, because people see the body they prepare them for Peter Obi.
He might be lucky
People might
he will be
vote.
lucky. He will be lucky, just the same way, just the same way Peter
I agree with this statement, sir.
Shocked a lot of people during
Peter, like I said, Peter is a beneficiary of an incredible coincidence. Just about the time Nigeria were really angry, he came out at the very right time. You understand? And that is why Peter resonates with every one of us. Had it been these two political parties had not destroyed Nigeria, we will not be listening to Peter that much. You understand?
True.
Because, and this is one thing that would have helped Kampala. But is he ready to campaign? Has he got the financial resources?
Don't let
yeah, you know, you have to be able to run an election at the end of the day. You know? So I'm going to take on the last comment. Where's this one from? That is, let me give this one.
Oh. Yeah.
What is happening with Ayeri? Guys, you don't know, Princess, we know Ayeri a little bit.
I know him now, the one that did wedding and gave away souvenirs, so many gifts, so many things, and even some of our aunties then, big sister went and they came out with blender, with a microwave, with this and with that. We know him very well.
Is he the guy that have a church?
Is he not Emami?
Ayiri, that's Ayiri, he said, right?
Emami now, yes.
Yes, now it's the person I'm talking about, Ayiri Emami, yes.
Wow.
The wedding was a carnival, man.
That man, anywhere where the man did, they go win. No, the man a godfather on your own.
No, he lost. So he lost for. Tell me, not they run for senator.
He didn't run. I think.
I think he ran for senate in the Delta South.
That would be shameful.
Are you serious?
If they in kingdom, if they in kingdom, they do
they collect the money. They do the
oil money.
When they do
oil money where they go.
Once you come
they need to shop that their money small. Anyway, we're still going to end the show tonight. Like I said, I'm coming back. He did not contest. Sorry about that. But one of them contest. One of Ejele. Ayere different from Ejele. Ejele contest. I don't know which of the Ejele, which of the Ayere.
Ayere and Mami. Now, like opposition of Tampolo. These ones are the ones that are in the creeks, that are controlling the creeks and the oil and all that.
Yes, that's Naim with the Tompolo.
Those are the bad boys.
You know what they fear? You know, say those guys vest. You know, Delta State.
Now them be Delta States now.
There are some known criminals.
Not them now.
They call themselves gangsters, but they hold the state to ransom.
They hold them well.
It's not easy. Now when they ask, Kampala, you go feel handle these people? What put joke aside? In fact, they're not going to let you enter the creek, go meet them.
You go enter creek, You go enter creek, If not that, if not, make just forget that this thing. Let me say this thing, no.
All right. As usual, Princess, what I want to do is let us end the show tonight with this young lady who is sick. We're going to share the image of her. This is the young lady discovery Princess at the moment, but you guys can understand. This is why, and when I come to this, I get a little bit passionate, because this is why we're begging Nigerian government to at least listen to us a little bit. To listen to us, because our children, our future is in the hands of these people. We're begging you to do anything you can to help this young girl. She just graduated and she found herself with cancer. And this is where it is really pitiable. If we don't help her, she's going to die. And I know we can make her to live. It may not need a lot of money from us, 1,000 naira. I'm going to officially do that launching tomorrow. So we just do what we can do. Please, somebody will champion the affairs of that campaign tomorrow, so that we do the donation and we announce those who have donated. And we'll try and find out if you've made any donation. Let us know. Princess, you add.
Yes, I also spoke with her, and she said she has not received anything yet.
Okay.
Yes, I spoke with her.
All right. We'll see. We'll go into that fully tomorrow. Well, the account number is right there. And what is the bank again? Because sometimes
it's First Bank. It's First Bank.
So I need to add that to it. But please, for information, it's First Bank. Everything will come out tomorrow like a small card. I'll tell them to get it designed properly for tomorrow's show. So we'll do a launching and we'll announce it online as well. So I'll do a design. I'll tell this, please just remind me, or you let the designer do something on this, put the account number, and tell the people why we are begging for this amount of money. So we release it online and we announce it on the show proper and do the launching tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much, my beautiful ladies. I am proud of you, and without you, that the Chris will not be here. And thank you. SRTV is going to make us proud, I know, and we are doing our best for SRTV. So SRTV has to thank us too. Without us, SRTV is nothing. So SRTV has to give us that respect. The question, which account someone sent to this platform? She said she's a private teacher. Oh no, we don't want that private teacher. We say because some of them are thieves. I mean, I know some accounts. Yeah, the only time I only come to say pay money to anybody is this young lady who is ill, and the account number is what I just announced. All right, tomorrow will be
scammers
that you can take home, and I will put it on the platform as well. So can we say we're going to take a good rest? It's Saturday night, and in London we always go out. Old men, they go party for London.
Daddy, please go and sleep. Daddy, please go and sleep. Go and meet your family. Go and sleep. Don't go to anything.
I said I always sit at home, that I should go out. So I wanted to go out.
It was the same thing I said, that he's always, anytime you call, I'm home. Like, Daddy, don't you have friends? Don't you have anybody? Just go out once in a while.
Okay.
You know, sometimes before I will go from out, come back, I'll sit down here for some 2 hours. In the morning, Princess wake me up. It's morning, it's good morning. Then they wake me up, and before I go out and come back, it's night.
It's night again.
And so, all right, ladies, I'm proud of you, and thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, sir.
What I want you to do is, Faith, is you were going to ask to have a show, so we'll join you. Princess made me to join her every morning, so I want you to have your own show, so we'll join you as well. All right?
Okay, sir.
We'll walk around you, and then you give us time. I will do that. Before we go, let's read the last comment. He said, Bros, I'm going to come your place from London. Can't cheap.
Corn
chop. Stochastic.
London people, now which kind of food be that?
Now there's that food on a
anyway, happy. Just take Robotemi, I go understand. Anyway, that's what we end. So we say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Let me like my lady say good night to you all.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
I'll miss you, Faith.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
SRTV. Innovative content.